started off trying to ship them fully assembled, and it was expensive. It cost as much to ship one of them to Australia as it did to buy the light. I love the EPD because it's like an open book. It's saying, this is us, this is what we do, this is our product, everything about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, for you to decide. If you make something yourself, you will love it more and you will keep it for longer.
David Trubridge is an award-winning designer as well as being a pioneer in environmentally conscious design, highly valuing the roles that sustainability and transparency should have within business. In 2015, his company David Trubridge Limited, along with thinkstep-anz, became the first to register an EPD under the Australasia program. 5 years later, an extensive EPD update demonstrates the same commitment to transparency, covering 56 lighting products in 6 different finishes. thinkstep-anz's technical director Jeff Vickers caught up with him, and here's what David had to say.
I wanted to talk to you today about your philosophy, about sustainability, about circularity, about you being a pioneer of environmental product declarations in New Zealand. And I wondered if we could start a little bit about your philosophy as a designer and kind of how you came to design these wonderfully naturally inspired forms.
Design's like a spectrum from the very pragmatic, practical engineering end of design to the artistic end. And I'm further down that end. So it's about spiritual nourishment. I mean, I like to think that I'm doing more than just creating a product. I hope I'm conveying something that some of the things that are important to me in terms of how we relate to nature and how important nature is in our lives.
One of the things I've always admired about the work and how it's evolved is how you've gone from the fully assembled product to the kit set product, not just so that you can ship it internationally, but also so that people have an interaction with it and build the product themselves and therefore value it more.
We started off trying to ship them fully assembled, and it was expensive. It cost as much to ship one of them to Australia as it did to buy the light. The life cycle analysis really exposed that very clearly, that we had to improve our freight. So we went back and redesigned all those lights to be made as kit sets. So that makes the transportation very easy. If you make something yourself, you will love it more and you will keep it for longer. And I want that. I want people to keep things for long. I like them to be a sort of heirloom that get passed on like furniture used to be from generation to generation.
You talked a little bit about life cycle assessment before, and you were one of the first producers of an environmental product declaration in New Zealand and the first under the Australasian EPD program. I wondered if you could talk about why that was important to you as an individual, as a business, as a brand.
I love the EPD because it's like an open book. It's saying, this is us, this is what we do, this is our product, everything about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, for you to decide. I'm not hiding anything, I'm not making any numerical claims, I'm just telling you the facts, and I kind of like that. I like that, what Michael Braungart called hyper-transparency.
I wondered if you could give your views on circular economy, on cradle to cradle, and those types of ideas and how they tie in with your own personal philosophy.
I mean, I started work as a craftsman, making things out of wood, and the core of craft, of making, is care. You can get an object, a product very quickly, commercially, industrially. To make it with your hands is an act of care, and so that's imbued all that we've done ever since. It's not just care for what you make, but care for the effect you have on the environment through the making process. The Maori have a saying, ko au te whenua, ko te whenua ko au. I am the land and the land is me. If the land is sick, I am sick, or vice versa. And I feel that. I feel it in my heart. And so that what we're trying to do with all our programs is do what we can to put that into practice.
So coming back to environmental product declarations, I guess, as a pioneer in that field yourself, I wondered, why would you encourage other companies to produce them, and for what reasons? I
mean, for me, it's a moral thing. I would do it with no requirement and no demand, because I believe I have to do it for my own moral integrity. And I hope that more and more people would see that and do that. But I think it's also going to become as we said, it's going to become a requirement, and I hope that people will be ahead of that and actually pushing for that requirement rather than resisting it. I mean, and I do believe that more and more people are prepared to jump, but they want to see that the governments and the society is behind them, and they're not sort of stepping out of line.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for talking to us, and enjoy the rest of the event today.
Thank you, Jeff. It's been good.